Today we have Granblue reveals.
Take a look at who I am now. I'm stronger than ever. And if you ever doubted me, you should've known better.
So as always, let's cover these beautiful reveals. Ahoy matey. We have Master Swordsman Nightstorm, a double R. Protect auto on V or R. When placed cost, put 2 cards from the top of your deck into your drop zone, and this unit gets power plus 5k. And apart from that, auto on V or R, when it attacks the Vanguard, if your drop zone has 10 or more cards, cost counterblast 1 and draw a card. So this card is like, okay. In standard, you don't really have room. You're already running the Basker, the Skull Dragon. Kokaido is going to be put into that mix as well. Granblue's major issue right now is when it writes something that doesn't create new rear guards, they just brick and die. So we really don't want yet another one of those right. Kokaidos will have to revive something, and we may even keep on running some Baskerks, meaning there is no room for this card, I would say. However, in premium, you don't use Basker's skill. So just the fact that you have an on-ride that also mills 2 makes this card a better grade 3 than Baskirk in premium already. That's cool, especially for budget people. Some budget players were already running Negro Breach instead, which is fair. I just thought Baskirk was cooler. But now this card is such a strict upgrade in set format, I would say, that I can see us starting to play 4 Nightstorm, 4 Skull Dragon, 1 Nightstorm. Whoa, good thing they have different names. The one is Mighty Rogue, this is Master Swordsman. But yeah, I can definitely see this replacing Baskirk in premium, unless of course Kokaidos is even crazier. However, the card that's actually insanity, absolute insanity, is Greed Shade, our triple R. Continuous on V or R during your turn. If your drop zone has 10 or more cards, this unit gets power plus 5k. So just a beat stick, that's fine. But its second skill, auto on R, when placed, cost discard a card from your hand, put 2 cards from the top of your deck into your drop zone, and return a card not named Greed Shade from your drop zone to your hand. Think about that for a moment. You can discard anything you want, anything garbage, and then get anything else to your hand. In both formats, this is pretty major. Now, I have a theory right now. The current format for standard is just Bermuda Triangle Hell and a little bit of Overlord. Standard is the closest to a tier 0 format Vanguard has ever had, I would dare to say, apart from maybe at the beginning of Vanguard when you only had 2 decks or something like that. But apart from that, representation in top cuts is insanity. But Bushiroad loves power creeping. Power creep is one of those things that's a necessary evil, let's say. And so the only way to power creep the top 2 decks, Bermuda Triangle, Kagero, Force decks, is by making a busted protect deck. Now, so far Granblue reveals were all garbage, or well, close to garbage. This Greed Shade is nuts, especially when we consider the fact that the best 2 decks are Bermuda Triangle and Kagero. Because what Greed Shade can do for you in standard is recycling draw PGs. You can just PG with your draw, and then Greed Shade can give it back to you, and every single turn you are essentially getting new draw PGs to hand. And then you also have your protect markers from rewriting. So this makes it so every single turn you will have 2 PGs already, which ruins 2 of Bermuda's rows by themselves. That is really, really major. And then for Kagero, you have the restanding on the Vanguard, but again, you ruin that with PGs. So then they have to go into Waterfall, but some don't even run that high copies and so forth. So like, Greed Shade is, I would say, the start of power creep to out-creep Force in some way, because Force right now is insanity. So that's for standard. Now, of course, Granblue needs way more than this. This card by itself doesn't save the clan, but we're still gonna see Kokaidos, we're still gonna see some triple R's. There's much more coming, but this is just a start, I would say. But then for premium, this is even bigger, because Obadiah can send anything you want to the drop zone once you start striding it, the new Obadiah. Meaning, you can send a heal trigger and fetch it with him. You can send ultimate stride fodder, fetch it with him. This card plus Obadiah makes it so every single card in the deck can now be put into your hand. Previously, you could get any single card to the field, which was really good already, but to the hand, that is a totally new level. This just toolboxes anything you need. Oh, you're playing against a deck that has really huge columns? Get PGs. You need G-guards. Literally, like, G-guards are so busted if you can force them. And this card does it for you. We also often have this issue where if we start rewriting to rake up protect markers, we start missing ultimate stride fodder. Well, not anymore. You just Soul Blast the previous one out with something, and then this guy will give it back to you. Greed Shade is something Granblue has wanted for so long, but Bushi has always been afraid to print it, because if you can mill your entire deck, and then you can get anything you want to hand, that has some repercussions. That is some major creep. This means that anything the clan is given from this point can never be busted enough in your hand, because you will always have access to it. I think this is kind of like a Commander Laurel, or a Silent Tom even, from back in the day, where you gave clans a busted card, but that card is so insane that they now have to watch out with every single card they design from this point onwards. So that's a pretty scary thought, but that's like really, really long term. For now, I'm just hype that we got this insanely toolboxy card. I'm not sure if it's broken, really. Like it'll depend on what else we get in the set. If this is the peak of our support, it's gonna be pretty sad. But for now, this card is nuts. I am happy to see it. I hope we get an origin rare from it, even though I prefer this art. I just want the full art because damn, this is going to be a staple for a very long time. If you're a Granblue player, rejoice. This may be the start of something beautiful. That was all for today. Hope you found this interesting. If you did, please subscribe to the Solemn Vanguard channel and click the button to stay up to date. Like the video if you like the video and let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. I will see you soon. Ciao.